Just last year alone in one of our programs, we had 62 admissions of children coming into care. And within 3 months, 49 of those children went back to family. That's a 79% reunification rate, which is outstanding for child welfare. And we have calculated that based on those 49 kids staying out of care, which a year later they have, for every year, that's a cost savings to the child welfare system of $1.1 million. So the Mama Wichita Center wants to scale that up. We know that this is an alternative model, an important model, an Indigenous value-based model that empowers family, and we would like to do more of them. The way that the Mama Wichita Center sees things moving forward is that we want to do the prevention work. So even before kids come into care, that there is that family meeting, the family group conference that happens, so that we're actually stopping kids from coming into care. And I think those two models and that balancing within the family group conference here through the Mama Wichita Center will have huge impacts for the future.
There are 3 stages to planning a family group conference, which are the preparation stage, the family meeting, which is developing the plan, monitor and review, and evaluation. We acknowledge that all families have strengths and decision-making abilities. Family members have the most passion and investment about the safety and well-being of their own. We also understand that family members have more information about their history and family dynamics than any professional can ever gather. We recognize that families need adequate resources to implement plans, and we recognize that families need relevant information by which to base their decisions as it relates to their family care plans. It is extremely important as non-mandated facilitators that there is a partnership and strong working relationship with mandated agencies. The Mama Wichita Center has the ability to further explore the strengths and dynamics of the families and extended families in order to engage and build their capacity to become the decision makers. This model connects us to our Indigenous ways of knowing through our traditional values of strength-based family engagement and reconciliation.
We are putting the child in the center, and we are building a circle around that child and that family, first with the ones they trust the most, which is the Mama Wichita Center, and then widening that circle so that there are multiple partners that are involved in supporting that family. And we know that when that circle is built in a strong way, that there are remarkable outcomes for families that really get at the root causes of why children were in need of protection in the first place. The Mama Wichita Center has been doing family group conferences for 15 years. This was a gift that we received from the Maori community in New Zealand that trained us on how to do family group conferencing. And this is an Indigenous model. It's an Indigenous model shared by all Indigenous people around the world.
We look at Mamawe as a sister organisation to us. We look at Mamawe as being our Canadian family. And so we come willingly to share any knowledge that we can share about Indigenous practices.
In New Zealand, especially amongst Maori, family are the utmost, or have the utmost importance for us, and especially around children and the raising of children and who raises them.
Since infancy, I was in and out of care of the welfare system, child welfare system. I became a permanent ward of CFS at the age of 8. I was in many different short-term foster homes. I met with a family group conference coordinator, Jackie. She started to help me identify the people in my life that were considered to be supports. That was a difficult process for me, as I knew I had a large sibling group, but the relationships with my family was taken at a very young age. The family group conference and my daughter gave me a sense of family and something that I didn't have when I was growing up. We parent our children today without any CFS involvement since the birth of our kids. I am proud today to be here standing in front of all you to say that I broke the cycle. My children are loved by many. They know who their family is. They are my life, and I'm so honored that your Creator has chosen me to be their mother.
the value in family group conferencing is relationship building and ensuring that all aspects are looked at when it comes to collaborating. The importance of ensuring that we collaborate and work together is that it's in the best interest of the family, that we're always keeping that as our main focus, the value in relationships. We have, as facilitators, the ability to form those relationships and build that gap, because often families are intimidated by the systems or by the agencies. So our role is to be able to facilitate that relationship.